Day 19, 148 hours of boat building. That's Joey's shot, turningpointboatworks.com. We took a little field trip last week. We went out to the Big Little Boat Show in Annapolis, Maryland, Chesapeake Bay. Had a great time out there, but now we're back to building. Joy, we closed off a lot of area here today. On the front. You can actually start seeing the deck, so to speak, all the way to the back. I don't know how far back you can see, but we really started closing off today. But if you look down the side, some of the, we got some of the wood to really curve in. And wood doesn't do that naturally.
No.
So would you explain to the good folks who may see this video how you got that wood to bend?
Heat.
Now, is that a regular blow dry?
No. This one, I'm not sure what the actual output is as far as the temperature, but it'll cause fires pretty readily. So.
Yeah. I was watching as you were hitting the wood with it. We were twisting the wood and, twisting and heating at the same time. And you could smell it pretty quickly.
Yep.
It was getting ready to go. In other words, if you held it on there for any amount of time.
Yeah.
But that's how you curve. Now, I've heard that you can use steam to do this too.
Yes.
What's the difference?
Steam actually penetrates a little bit deeper into the wood, whereas this is a thin strip. We can do the same thing without having to construct a steam box or anything like that. But steam is pretty much how they take really long, big pieces of wood and turn them into spaghetti noodles. It's pretty much the same concept, except for the fact when it cools off, it hardens into that shape that it was twisted into.
Well, that's good to know. And I was wondering about that because we're using dry heat. Everyone says, "Oh yeah, we're building these old boats. We're steaming the wood." So you learn something new every day. Tune in next time. Hopefully, we'll be done with the deck.
Right.
And Joy, one more question. They say once the deck is done, once all the strips are done, you're about halfway. Is that a truth, or are we going to move quicker at that point?
Kind of depends on who you're talking to.
Oh boy.
For me,
shot right across the bottom.
Right. I look forward to getting into fiberglassing.
Yeah.
We've done a lot of the legwork before the fiberglassing already. You've been planing as we go along, so that's part of it. But yeah, it gets really enjoyable from here. So I don't necessarily subscribe to it. It gets to be a longer process, but it's a much more enjoyable one because this is about a lot of repetition, making fancy hamster bedding and but we get into my realm, which is epoxy and fiberglass next.
Tune in next time. turningpointboatworks.com. The kayak build, you'll see it on my YouTube and everywhere else. So we'll see you next time.